Here at IFA 2016, Samsung unveiled a new smartwatch, the Gear S3. While tech is still a very big part of it, this year's update is all about design. In fact, at Samsung's Unpacked event in Berlin, the focus was on the thought process that went into designing a more classic timepiece. The Gear S3 comes in two variants, classic and a more rugged frontier version. Here's what they look like side by side. Both watches support different dials, buttons, and strap types. Seeing both up close, we're drawn to the Frontier variant more. Both do look more watch-like, but unlike the Gear S2, they are noticeably wider, thicker, and heavier, and might not appeal to those with smaller wrists. But with size comes extra features. To make the case for smartwatches, Samsung believes the Gear S3 needs to be a standalone device and not just a smartphone's companion product. The Gear S3 Frontier has LTE, so you can make or answer calls without a phone. GPS is also built into both watches, so you can also navigate without a phone. Samsung may be shutting down Milk Music soon, but Spotify will be available on the watches, so you can listen to music even without a phone. And they support Samsung Pay, so you can pay for a cup of coffee without a phone or a wallet. Borrowing the always-on display feature from its high-end phones, the display on the Gear S3 never goes black while on. Instead, it just dims down and then goes back to full brightness when you raise towards you. Other notable features include water resistance, a tough Gorilla Glass display, and a battery that Samsung claims lasts up to 4 days on a single charge. Like the Gear S2, to navigate, you rotate this dial. Turning to the right brings up widgets, while turning to the left shows you recent calls, texts, and emails. The top button is for going back, the bottom one for going home. Samsung's added new sensors too, so from the settings menu, you can access new features like an altimeter, barometer, and speedometer. And in an effort to make the watch more customizable, you tap and hold on the display to change watch faces. Samsung says there will be more than 1,000 to choose from. Watch straps too are easily replaceable with any 22mm aftermarket strap you may already own. The Samsung Gear S3 runs Tizen, supports only Android smartwatches, and will be available later this year.